Yo, what's up? It's been a while. I'm out here chilling by the river. Got a nice little hammock situation set up here. Man, my hair needs a little bit of an update since we're about 10 years and a half right now. What's been new is like a lot of gray hair. Tons of gray hair, as you can see. Way too much gray hair. But it's not like it's too much as in it's bad. It's actually a good thing. I get some compliments on it. And I'm excited for like my whole head to go gray as well. I was in Jamaica about a month ago. And upon coming back, the weather's been pretty good. Except for this weekend, it's pretty chilly. But it has been nice. The back of my head, the plica, the dread mullet, it is growing pretty big. It's definitely all connected into one big dreadlock at the back of my head. Look at this guy here. Chirping away. It's a red-winged blackbird. Beautiful species. Yeah, what up, bud? So I do want to get a shot of my my mullet going on here. It is changing in shape. I haven't done any separating yet, and because of that, like I said, it's becoming one big dread back there. It's kind of an experiment. I think it's going on about 2 years since I started that little journey at the back. I did not think it was going to get to the point where it's at now, but it's been intriguing. You know, a while back I did make a trim to my hair. I wanted it to be a little bit shorter. And now the length has already gained back and my locks are long again. I mean, they were long before, but now they're like noticeably longer. You can even see the gray hair on this side too. I do have a piece of aloe vera that I would like to get into my hair as a conditioner treatment and then wash it out. I was thinking about doing that this weekend. So if I do that, I will include that footage into this video here or just make another post about it. And another thing I wanted to update you with was when I was in Jamaica, I went swimming in the Luminous Lagoon, the Mystic Lagoon. It's in Montego Bay. It's actually in Falmouth, and if you ever heard of it, it's where the water glows when you swim in it at nighttime. And it was a really cool experience. The moon was pretty bright that night, so we didn't get the full experience because you kind of need darker lighting, darker atmospheres to really experience the glow. But I did notice it glowing. It was pretty cool. And the only thing about that lagoon is that it's where fresh water meets salt water. The lagoon's pretty shallow and it's really muddy at the bottom of the lagoon, like a couple feet of mud. And you know, with this whole mixture of salt water and fresh water creates this algae bloom, and that's what's glowing. It's like a plankton that grows there, and that's what is luminescent at night. And the only thing about it is, though, this stuff kind of stinks. The lagoon is a little bit smelly after you get out of the water. It's not smelly when you're in there, but when the water dries, and when it dries in the dreads, it was pretty stinky after, and that was like my only downfall of that. I had to really like condition it in the seawater to get the smell out, and even after doing so, it still smelled for like a couple weeks after that. I really should have worn a swim cap when I did that adventure, but I don't know, I just didn't do it, and I paid the consequence. But luckily, it wasn't a permanent stink. It was not a permanent funk. And that's kind of the only downfall of swimming in lake water without a swim cap, is that the water can be kind of smelly. Well, not lake water, but fresh water in general. But don't let it ever stop you, because you can just wash it out. you can just detox it after as well. So that's about it. That's my update for today. I'm chilling in the hammock, if you haven't noticed. Just chilling Riverside and enjoying life, studying for a test that I have coming up. And I got the day off work, so thought I would give you a little update. Thanks for tuning in.